Dr. Nathan Newman. I'm a family doctor and geriatrician, board certified in each, in private practice in Huntington Beach, California. The biggest gap in geriatric care is probably the fragmentation of our healthcare system right now. That as a geriatrician, I spend most of my time in my private office. I don't go to the hospital anymore. I don't go to skilled nursing facilities. Usually there's a doctor who's going to be in the skilled nursing facility. There's going to be a different doctor who's in the hospital. And so we've got fragmentation all over depending on the settings. I don't do many home visits either. So if there are home care doctors who are out there working with patients, and I'd say that's probably the biggest barrier to good, effective healthcare right now is patients moving back and forth and a lack of communication between the physician who's in charge of the patient in each of those settings. I think the geriatric care manager is the person who does help tie together those different specialists in the patient's overall healthcare. So I look at LivHOME as an easier way of having communication with my patients. When I have a patient who I know is a LivHOME patient, I know it's going to be an easier office visit for me. I know that I've got a professional who's taking care of that patient, that what I'm asking to be done is going to be done, that I've got fewer people who I've got to worry about talking to. I don't have emails coming in from a million places. I don't have telephone calls from a million places. I've got a good geriatric case manager who's going to be talking to me about what's going on with that patient. And for me, it makes my job easier. When there's a family member who seems to be really overwhelmed with dealing with all the issues for their loved one, it's something that I can broach by saying there's probably an easier way for you to do this than having to worry about all of this yourself. Adult children of these patients are the ones who I probably have the most contact with, and I do recommend to them at times, especially when they seem like they're being overwhelmed. Those are the patients who I'm going to be sending to LivHOME for a referral. And what I tell them is that this might be expensive. It might be something that seems like a big cost at first, but it's probably going to save you a lot of time and money, and you're going to get better care in the long run, not having to worry about these things and having professionals who know how to deal with these situations. They're going to wind up making your life easier, and mine too.